Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning and welcome to Story Time. Thank you for joining me. How are you doing today? Glad you're here. Thank you. How's everything going for you? I'm glad you're here. Please, as always, let me know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you. Thank you for being here. We're here for a lovely story today to wrap up our week. Happy Friday to each and every one of you joining in today. And we have a special book, and this one is the latest from Sarah Jacoby, and it is Can I Sit With You? Written and illustrated by Sarah Jacoby, and we're reading this one with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. I hope you're ready for this one, and in the usual Sarah Jacoby way, this book with its otherworldly beautiful pictures, it will enchant you for sure. So please be ready, and I hope you enjoy it. And of course, if you remember, we've read another amazing book from Sarah Jacoby before, and this one was Forever or a Day. A beautiful one indeed, and this one just matches that absolutely. So I hope you're ready, and I hope you enjoy the story that we have for you today. Welcome to Story Time, and thank you for joining me. Happy Friday, last day of my spring break. I tend to enjoy it, and as soon as we're done here, I will be trying to be outside today. Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing? Let us see who is with us this morning and ready to enjoy this beautiful book on this lovely Friday morning or Friday evening or afternoon, depending on where you are. Thank you so much. And remember too that the Match Madness bracket is going on right now. My bracket is not doing too great, but I have a few that have gone through the different levels. So if you can, please vote. We're coming up to the next 4. Next Monday, you see the top 4, and you can vote on those and see if your favorite book goes through. Thank you so much for joining in, and welcome to Story Time. Good morning to you, Amanda. How are you doing today? And good morning to you, baby Pia in sunny Seattle. Well, enjoy this lovely weather. Thank you so much for joining in. My Friday is great, got to sleep in, and we're here for Story Time. So enjoying myself. Thank you for asking that, baby Beer. Much appreciated. Have yourself a beautiful day, but don't go away yet, because we have a beautiful story to read together before then. Thank you for joining in. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Tari. How are you doing? And of course, good morning to you, Liana, as well, out in Bothell, Washington. Happy Friday to everyone, you say. Well, happy Friday to you too. Thank you for joining in. Welcome to Story Time. Tori Gambo and Liana out in Bothell. Thank you for joining us. I hope it is sunny out where you are as well. Thank you so much for being here. And Amanda West and Nathan and Sarah, good morning to you out in Illinois. Thank you for joining in Story Time today. Sunny Illinois, I must say. Well, absolutely happy for you. I'm glad you have the sun out. I hope you get to enjoy it later on. Maybe you're listening to story time outside. Who knows? Thank you so much for joining in today. Much appreciated. Good morning to you, Salim Pande, Jonathan Pande. How are you doing today? And of course, Mapalo and Daisy. Thank you for joining me on Story Time. Indeed. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you, Betty Graydon out in Florida. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Story Time. And we have a great book today. Can I sit with you? Yes, indeed. Can Mr. Limata sit with you for the next 30 minutes so we get to enjoy a story together? Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your morning today. Good morning to you and welcome. Betty Graydon, good morning to you. Awesome. Thank you for the time check. Jonathan out in Lusaka, Zambia, where it is 7:30 p.m. right now. Good evening to you and welcome to Story Time. Thank you for sharing that. Abraham, how are you doing? Good morning to you out in San Leandro, and good morning to you, Terry. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for joining in. And like I said, we have an amazing book from Sarah Jacoby, and it is a good one. And I absolutely love her illustrations. It just seem to entrance you and take you into this other world. Beautiful indeed. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you're ready. And the story is beautiful that we have for you today as well. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you, Abraham. Good morning to you, Terry. And of course, you say happy Friday to everybody. Happy Friday indeed. Jen Vetta, good morning to you. Happy Friday. Almost back at school. Good morning to you. I hope you're ready. I hope your spring break has been good, Jen Better. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm glad you're here. Good morning to everybody that is joining in Story Time. I hope you're ready for this amazing story that we have for you today. And please let us be reminded and let us not forget. This month is April. April is Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month. But also remember that every day should be like that. Every month should be like that. We should be reminding ourselves, challenging ourselves to remember and to try and learn as much as we can so we can definitely do what is right. Thank you so much for joining in. And we're getting ready for our story. I hope you're ready for this one. It is Can I Sit With You? Written and illustrated by Sarah Jacoby. And of course, we're reading this one with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Are you ready? All right, let us get started then with our story for today. Can I sit with you? All right. Can I Sit With You? Written and illustrated by Sarah Jacoby and read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. What's going on there? Who's that? I love Sarah Jacoby's pictures. Woof! Pardon me, woof! May I ask a question? If you're brimming like a ringing bell, if you're lonely like an empty plate, if you're dusty-eyed, if you're bright, what is the question? Can I sit with you? If you take a long car ride or find a different chair, if the day is strange and new, I will be familiar, loyal, and true. Oh, we all need that somebody, don't we? I will be familiar, loyal, and true. When you want a wide green field, when you want the orange light, when you need a deep blue dark, can I sit with you? Back and forth, to and fro, we weave the space between. Bit by bit, throw by throw, we start to feel at ease. Back and forth, to and fro, we weave the space between. Bit by bit, throw by throw, we start to feel at ease. And that's how it should be. Oh. Isn't that just beautiful? Those are the images I talk about, like how illustrations are just so beautiful. They just take you into this other world. So if you hear another call or disappear from view, I will understand the stray in you. It is in my nature too. And even if you wonder, rumble and roam. And even if you wonder, rumble and roam, what will happen? I know looking high and low can show you what you left at home. I know looking high and low can show you what you left at home. I have wandered many ways and I've seen so much new. I have felt many colors. Still, I recall our blue. Now I hear this echo. I am singing back to you. A long-awaited answer. What is that answer? Oh, I will sit with you. The end. Oh, thank you so much for joining me on Story Time today. I hope you enjoyed that beautiful book, heartwarming book. Lots and lots to talk about in that. Of course, it reminds me of one saying I've heard, which was, I think it went something like, you can go around the world in search of happiness, but you will be led back to your doorstep. And that, for me, this book rings that so true, because you can wander, you can go everywhere, but there's that familiar, the loyal and true that are waiting for you at home. And I hope everybody has that person or has those people in their lives. Young people, as you're growing up, I wish you'd form great relationships, great friendships, loyal friendships, true friendships that will last you a long time. And to everybody that joined in, the adults too, there's a great lesson in there for us, that our little ones will grow up and our little ones will one day move on and find other things in the world, but hopefully they will still be held on, or hearts will remain connected, and they'll still come back to us at home. Thank you so much for joining in. I know parents out there with kids in college right now, how that may feel, letting go, how hard it may be. I don't fully understand it, but I know that it is something that parents have talked to me about, and I hope that as we are reading this book, it helps us bring that connection and reminds us of the love and loyalty and true friendships that we have. Thank you so much for joining in. And those relationships have been so important in this time, whether we're connecting through Zoom or connecting through phone calls or other ways that we've been doing that, getting through this pandemic. So thank you so much for this beautiful book, Sarah Jacoby. These illustrations are just outstanding. They just take you into this other world and you just make you dream. They make me dream, at least. Thank you so much for being here. And if you remember, Sarah Jacoby too did bring us Forever or a Day, another beautiful book from 2018. So thank you so much for joining me on Storytime today. I hope you enjoyed that one. As you can see, I'm in love with that book. I hope you are too. Please find it at your local library. And of course, if you can, check out the links below and see where you can get it if you can. But please do ask for these books at your local library. And it is coming out. It is the latest from Sarah Jacoby, 2021. It is out. It is coming out. And please do go ahead and order yourselves a copy. But thank you so much for joining me, Storytime. Happy Friday to you. This has been a great week indeed. Let us remember that this month, April, is Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month. And indeed, those relationships that we form, those supports that we give, the support that we give to our colleagues out there is very, very important. Thank you for joining me on Storytime. Let us see who else was with us this morning and enjoyed that beautiful story. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for being here. Happy Friday indeed. Liana and Bothell, how are you doing? One more time. And to you, Tori Gambo, as well. Happy Friday, you say, and happy weekend to everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. Amanda, Wes, Sarah, and Nathan, thank you for joining us in sunny Illinois. I hope you had a beautiful day. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I hope you enjoyed that wonderful story. Thank you so much for joining in. Salim Pande, Jonathan Pande, Mapalo, and of course Daisy out in Lusaka, Zambia. Thank you so much for joining me today on Storytime. I hope you enjoyed that one. Terry McLeod and Abraham, good morning to you. Thank you for joining in Storytime. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful story that we had for you today. Can I sit with you? Thank you for allowing Mr. Limada to sit with you today, this morning, and enjoy another beautiful story together. Jen Vetta, thank you so much for joining in today. Much appreciated. I hope you enjoy your Friday, and I will see you back at work on Monday. Thank you so much for joining in today. Absolutely appreciate you. Thank you, Jen Vetta. And good morning to you. Oh my God. Salutations to you, Sarah Jacoby. Thank you so much for joining in. And thank you for bringing us this amazing, wonderful book and amazing books as well in past. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Glad you were here. I wish we had done this earlier and actually had you here, maybe even read for us. But of course, we'll look forward to that in the future. Thank you so much for joining in, Sarah Jacoby. Absolutely love it that you were here for this one. Thank you. Good morning to you, Chriselle, Rocco, and Clay out in LBC, Long Beach, California. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining in Storytime. Thank you for sitting with me today and enjoying this lovely book. Thank you so much. And I agree with you 100%, Amanda and baby Bia. It is beautiful illustrations indeed. Absolutely love them. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. And thank you for letting Sarah Jacoby enchant you with her beautiful illustrations today. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, good morning to you. Thank you, Sarah. Absolutely appreciate it. Trying to channel my inner Sarah here and make sure I get it right. Thank you so much for that. Highly appreciate it. Terry McLeod, you say great book indeed. Absolutely great book, and have a great weekend. Well, have a great weekend, you too, and everybody else that joined in. Have a beautiful weekend today. Oh, good morning to you, Martha Ashley Mulenga. How are you doing? We have enjoyed the story from Mapalo Mutembo in Lusaka. How are you doing? Thank you for joining in. Mapalo, welcome to Storytime, and Mutembo as well. Welcome to Storytime. Thank you for joining in. Lusungu, oh, thank you so much. We can't wait for you to come back from holiday and join in. Thank you. And thank you for touching base today. Thank you for letting us know you were here. Martha, Mutembo, Lusungu, and who else was with us? Mapalo, thank you for joining in. Absolutely love it. Good morning to you, Yamikani, Yelesani, Malaika, and Chikondi. Happy Friday to you out in Zambia. Thank you for joining in Story Time today. Glad you are here with me. Thank you. William Hart, you say you love the story and you're now in Austin, Texas, but from Berkeley and lived in Oakland for a while. Well, thank you so much for sharing that information, William Hart. Thank you for joining us today and absolutely love it that you're here. Well, I hope we were able to bring you a part of Oakland, a piece of your heart from me to you. Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely love it. And to you, Alex, as well. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for sitting with us this morning. Everybody else joining in Story Time, thank you. Thank you so much. Harmony, Beth, you say, happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Oh, well, yes, indeed. You heard that message loud and clear from Harmony. Beth, you say, enjoy your weekend. Have a great weekend. I hope you have your loved ones. I hope you find those friendships true and loyal, just like our book say. Thank you so much for joining me on Story Time today. I will be back on Monday with more exciting stories. And please do make a date. We will be posting what will be coming next week over the weekend. So please check that out. From me, this has been Story Time for today. Much appreciated that you got to spend time with me here. And of course, read this great book together. It is out. Go and find it at your local library. Go and find it where you get books and enjoy it. I'm telling you, the video is not doing justice to these pictures because they are absolutely stunning. Thank you so much for being here, and a wonderful story too that definitely connected with my heart. And a big thank you to you, Sarah Jacoby, for joining us today and for giving us this beautiful book, for letting us dream with you this wonderful story and these wonderful pictures. Thank you so much to everybody that joined in today. Have yourselves a beautiful Friday, beautiful weekend to come. And of course, I wish you and your loved ones nothing but health and happiness. From me, it is much love, and I will see you again on Monday. Please remember to play that little part that you can to make a difference. It does make a difference, even though it might not feel like it. We have a role to play. We have a part to play. Let us be out there. Let us hear our voices be heard. Let us make a difference in this world, not just for you, but for you and your loved ones. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Much love from me. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Just can't wait to be here. It brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some people do look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some with people who look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be You won't live lonely, won't you start